The National Consumer Commission is continuing to call on consumers who have recently purchased Appletiser products to check their best before dates. Now, this is Coca-Cola Beverages South Africa is recalling some products that the company's quality control, including laboratory testing, has revealed some items contain toxins outside of acceptable standards. Now, the company says that the recall of over 37,000 cases that have been distributed nationwide is as a result of the presence of a mycotoxin, which is exceeding levels that are above permitted tolerance for fungus-produced toxins in foodstuffs. So for more on this, we're joined by the National Consumer Commission spokesperson, Phetho Ntaba. Phetho, good to speak to you. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning, Sakina, and good morning to the viewers at home. Thank you for the opportunity.
So, firstly, how has the response been since the recall was issued a couple of days ago? Are people actually returning the products in question?
Fortunately, we actually had a meeting with Coca-Cola yesterday. They informed us suppliers are receiving these products back. They will give us a proper update by the end of this week. So yes, consumers are responding to the recall, which is a good thing. That's why we continue saying to them, return those products back to the supplier for an exchange or a replacement.
So which products are affected and what should consumers be looking out for?
All right. Coca-Cola Beverages South Africa said they are recalling 6 batches, which is Appletiser 1.25 ml. It's a bottle with a best before date of the 7th of November 2021, 750 ml non-returnable bottle with a best before date of the 30th of May 2022, Appletiser 275 non-returnable bottle, again with a best before date of the 10th of June 2022, Appletiser 330 ml slant, it's a can with the best before date of the 18th of May, 19th of May, as well as the 23rd of May 2022. I think what is important here, Sakina, is for consumers to really look at these best before dates. And again, remember, it's Appletiser, as they come in different shapes and sizes. So it's bottles as well as cans, 330 ml, but the most important thing is the best before date.
So, Phetho, what exactly is wrong with these products, and are there any health risks associated with consuming the affected products?
We understand that these batches, when Coca-Cola was doing their laboratory tests, the test revealed that these batches contain higher than accepted levels of mycotoxin Phetho, which was above 50 microgram. We also understand that consuming mycotoxin or Phetho above 30 microgram can lead to or may lead to symptoms like vomiting, nausea, as well as gastrointestinal symptoms. So I think it's very important for consumers really not to take a risk to say, I had this Coke, or I drank this Appletiser yesterday and I'm feeling nothing. It's important just not to touch it, take it back to the supplier immediately.
Interesting about the processes then and quality control and quality checks at various stages, because if it does contain mycotoxin above acceptable levels, how did it even get to the point where it was sold on to consumers?
I think that's the most interesting question, Sakina, that everyone is asking as to how did these products leave the production. But what we appreciate as the National Consumer Commission is when we received a notification from the supplier to say we are recalling these products. We are still waiting for a full report to understand that how they left their production. But I think it's also important to mention to the consumers at home that these mishaps were anticipated by the authors of the Consumer Protection Act, because Section 60 of the Act actually tells us what needs to happen when there is a product when the supplier actually realizes that there is a defect or a problem with their product. So it's very clear, stated clearly on Section 60 that they need to inform the Commission, they need to inform other authorities, they need to recall that product. While they're doing their investigation, first thing they need to quarantine that product so that it doesn't when it leaves the production, it goes to the shelves. So once they realize there's a problem, they quarantine from the retailers. You go there and then you find that product is out of stock. It's been quarantined. They do their quality checks. They also do their investigations. Then they recall that product immediately when they are sure that there is a problem. So these problems were anticipated by the Act back in when the NCC was back in NCC's inception. But we really say to suppliers, make sure that you minimize these mishaps. We don't want consumers who will, at the end of the day, consume products that are not safe.
So, Phetho, should consumers be in possession of these affected products, how do we go about returning them?
The supplier says those products were purchased from bigger retail stores, your Macro, your Pick and Pay, your Checkers and whatnot. But you also understand that there are convenience stores around the corner. So if you bought that product from any of the stores, even from the garage or a convenience store, once you realize that it's part of the product being recalled, take it back to that supplier with or without a receipt. They will definitely replace it or exchange it or give you a refund.
And should they refuse?
Should they refuse, we are always available as the National Consumer Commission. You can call our toll-free number because they are aware, or they should be aware by now, that these products are being recalled. So there is no way that they can recall or refuse to give you a refund or a replacement. But should that happen, do contact us on our toll-free number 0800 014 880. We'll definitely follow up. We'll also take it up with the supplier.
All right, and we certainly will also keep an eye on these developments. But thank you so much for your time. National Consumer Commission spokesperson Phetho Ntaba there speaking to us about the recall of some Appletiser products, and this of course because the affected products are said to contain mycotoxin at above acceptable levels, which could lead to some symptoms such as diarrhea and the like, and nausea. So please, if you are in possession of some of those contaminated batches or products, individual bottles, return it to wherever you bought it. You don't need to take a receipt, just return it, and everybody should be aware because it has been recalled. So that's where we're going to leave that one, and we are going to take a quick break and then a few minutes, and we'll